so long it's like alchemy.
Remember, it was just last Saturday where Golden State kind of gave this young Philadelphia team the daddy treatment, so they were out for revenge. They run their whole offense through Embiid. We had to double early on. Look at him with the poster at the rim. But it was really the three ball. Look at this, just his 11th of the season, but he still shoots it. He gets the green light. 47 points for Philly in the first quarter. Embiid letting them hear it, and then it's this man. I don't gotta dance now. I make money move. $66 million worth every penny for the 3-and-D Covington, and it was off to the races for this Philadelphia team. Stunting, this time it's Redick from outside, and the lack of defensive rotations and communication. Kerr called back-to-back timeouts to try to wake the sleeping champs. Ben Simmons just showing the complete package. The feel for the game, the fluidity, the size, the strength. Just give him the Roy right now. And he was just abusing. Rarely does Golden State have trouble guarding wings. Look at him, spin cycle Caspi. He loves to finish with the right hand, but his instincts are to pass the ball, and putting him around these big, talented bigs. Sarge, baseline cut, extra pass, and beat at the rim. And every time Golden State made a basket, Philadelphia seemed to have an answer. This young team playing with emotion, confidence, and swagger. And then this happens, the scariest moment of all Sixers fans' lives. Embiid, so unnecessary. Remember, he fractured his back at Kansas. And I brought this up a week ago, how reckless the big man can be. That's just a silly play. Save yourself, Joel. He would get up. I think he just scared himself. He would get up and lay on the baseline for a little bit, but it definitely took the wind out of the arena. Third quarter, they flipped the switch. KD pull-up jumper. What really amazes me, though, with this Golden State team is how far behind they have to fall before it seems like they want to start playing. Brent Brown, the timeout, they're pointing fingers. Remember, Philly with the 47-point first quarter. Golden State's like, yeah, well, we could do that too. 47 in the third, led by the chef with 20 of them. And when he's got a hot hand and a live dribble triple threat, forget about it. Shout out them Philly wise guys. But it was like once the momentum had swung and the game was tied, you knew this young Philadelphia team had blown their wad emotionally. Draymond with the left hand off Steph's gravity, and it was just too much for them to overcome. They played with so much emotion and so much hope and spirit, so it was really a learning experience for this Philadelphia team. Golden State playing with fire, flipping the switch in the second half. KD and one. He actually sprained the ankle in the first half and will not play tonight in Brooklyn. But he did say we couldn't let Embiid win. He'd get right to them Twitter fingers. Draymond still talking shit. So, you know, this one, I'm not even gonna lie, I got on Twitter. I do something funny sometimes when we're getting killed, and I do this with all my teams. The Niners used to be the A's, but I don't mess with baseball no more. But sometimes when I'm getting killed, I'll say, oh, it's over. It's done. We done. We can't, you know, when they drop 47 in the first quarter, I'm like, it's done. And I think what that does is it kind of like allows me to watch the rest of the game without getting too upset. And then usually I'm wrong. Usually when I say, oh, it's over, we done, we come back, right? And it was crazy, man. But it's still alarming, like I said, how long it takes for the Warriors to flip the switch. It's like they get, you know, they're so bored and arrogant that it's just it has to get really bad before they start playing, and it's like they're trying themselves. Of course, I don't think they'll admit it, but it's on a subconscious level. I believe that's what's going on. Now, the big news coming out of this game is Kevin Durant sprained his ankle. He was coming across the lane, collided with Embiid, and he's not going to play tonight in Brooklyn, which, okay, whatever. It's a back-to-back. Brooklyn, you know, obviously not the most difficult opponent, but the question is, OKC is Wednesday. So I just really hope he doesn't miss that game. That would be, I don't know, it would just be unfortunate for all NBA fans. So hopefully it's not that serious. He played the rest of the game. I saw that he was chipped up, but I didn't realize it was the ankle during that. Steph, they didn't do the highlights justice. If you really want to see the extra, my Patreon, I believe it's like a 13-minute video. Steph dropped 20 in the third quarter, and there was a quick little moment where there was an inbound play, and Ben Simmons said something to him. And Steph kind of looked at him like, don't say shit to me. Comes in and hits a step back three, and it was just on and popping from there. Philadelphia, I am super impressed, man. I love Covington, Simmons, and Embiid, but Embiid can't be making those plays. He's got to save himself from himself. Much like a young Blake Griffin, just over aggressive sometimes with his physical ability. So I think he'll be all right. I think that they dodged a bullet with that one. But I like the team. I like Simmons. The scouting report, it's very easy. I've seen him play about 5-6 times now. He loves to go right. He's going to finish with that right hand. And it's one of those things where it's like it doesn't really matter. I think if you know it, he just gets right. But somehow you got to make him come back left and finish from the left side because he's not going to pull up, right? I don't know what hand he is. He's ambidextrous. But most guys, when they go to their weak side, when you make them go to their non-dominant hand, they pull up for a jump shot, right? Well, he doesn't have a jump shot. His dominant side driving is to his right. You've got to make him go back left, and I think that that's how you will neutralize him offensively the best you can. So Brooklyn tonight, you know, I don't know what the line is. It's the back end of a back-to-back. Who do they have this didn't we dude? I don't know. Jeremy Lin out. D'Angelo Russell out, right? I think they have Hollis Jefferson and this didn't we? They have a cast of rejects, man. But like I said, man, never fight a man with nothing to lose, right? Brooklyn, nothing to lose. They're going to play loose, free, and wild, and it could be a trap game for the Warriors on this road trip. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.